state of the center position. The Niners have been trying to sell us on Jake Brendel all offseason. We're like, if you want to say that he's a good backup center, fine. If you want to say that he's a solid starting center, you can't know that. No one can know that. At least that's the way I feel. So I just feel like all offseason we kind of look like, what's the next move? You can't possibly. This isn't it. And then last week, Billy Price, former first-round pick of the Bengals, went on a following spree on Instagram, Twitter. He just followed hell of 49ers. And everyone was like, oh, he's coming. But he's not on the team yet. What do you think is going on here? Or the Niners looking towards next year and a potential free agent?
I don't know. I always thought that what the Niners are kind of doing is with all these guys, right? So they have like six spots that they're replacing this year, including the quarterback and safety and all that. That the likelihood that they're going to be able to hit on all of those is low. They're not. I'd be very surprised if four of those players are like good starters, right? So my idea, what I think they're going to do is they're just letting it play through camp, and they're going to see which one of those spots or where those spots where they need help, and then maybe make a move for some of those at a spot where it doesn't work out. And I think it's a high probability that Jake Brendel is not going to work out. And
I don't even believe that they think he is. Like, I just feel like they're lying before they signed Billy Price or whatever.
The thing that's crazy about it to me is there's evidence in the past where how important the center position is. It's not the quarterback position, right? But it seems like there is it definitely matters as where their center position is or where they are on their center position. It affects their entire offensive line, and you've seen it in Kyle Shanahan's tenure here. And you would think that they would put it as a priority, but
I feel like what happened was Richburg went down, Garland filled in for like 7-8 games. They went to the Super Bowl, and they're like, see, if we can make it with Ben Garland. It's like, first of all, Ben Garland played like 7 or 8 games. You didn't win the Super Bowl. He couldn't even play the next year. I mean, I don't know that you really proved that you could actually do it. Plus, he was actually proven that he was a solid offensive lineman in the league. He played before. Jake Brendel hasn't played.
Okay.
It's not the same.
No, it's also not the same in this aspect, right? So like when you're looking at a player and it's like, oh, this backup they played well with this backup for this much time, right? So being a backup is not the same for doing it for an entire year. Why? Okay, because what inevitably happens is you get injuries. So it's not just you're not just playing with this backup. You're playing with a backup at left tackle. You're playing with a backup at running back. Now you're playing the backup at free.
So you're this close to having third stringers on the field,
right?
So the backup, right?
Right. You're always going to be playing with backups, right? Yeah. You want to minimize that. And if your starter is already a backup, then you're just lessening your entire roster. So that's the problem.
See, to me, what's so funny about the way people are looking at this Niners team, at least nationally, there's a lot of skepticism with this team, as there should be, but for the wrong reasons. Everyone's skeptical of this team because of Trey. Well, Trey was a top 3 pick. He's a very gifted player. He showed good flashes last year for a rookie quarterback. The Niners have a lot of other question marks on the team, and they don't have super talented people who are unproven there. Like, huge question mark at center. They don't have a top 3 pick there who just hasn't gotten playing time. They got freaking Jake Brendel, who's almost 30. Like, they have question marks, 4 question marks in the offensive line, 3 question marks on defense, nose tackle, strong safety, nickel back. They got like 8 question marks out of 22 starters. And everyone's focused on the quarterback, who's like the most gifted of all the question marks. What about who the hell is starting at nickel? Who's covering Cooper Kupp on this team? I don't know. No idea. No freaking clue. And if Javon Kinlaw can't, if his knee surgery doesn't turn everything around, then what's the plan at nose tackle? And what if Talanoa Hufanga just isn't a starting safety? So these are all the questions. And coming back to left guard and right tackle, it's like, yeah, I just went on a big rant.
Yeah, but the thing is Trey Lance has already played. He's already played in 1 games and played well, at least in 1 game last year. Okay.
Yeah.
He is a high draft pick. I mean, Kinlaw has played well when he plays. Number one, number two is even if he doesn't play well, like they have depth. They do have depth at defensive on their defensive.
They got
line.
Ridgeway. They got
and they have the best defensive line coach in the league. So like, are you even if Kinlaw doesn't play? I'm not really that worried about nose tackle.
That's fair. That's fair.
Quite honestly.
Yeah.
So there's that there. Then I mean, Hufanga did get some playing time last year.
True.
So like he's after Lance, I would probably go in my confidence ratings of the guys when they're replacing. I would go Lance number one. Then I would actually go Kinlaw because he's gotten a lot of playing time. I would go Lance, Kinlaw. Then
because Kinlaw's shown he can at least kind of do his job as a nose tackle when healthy. Talanoa, we don't know that he can do his job. He's shown flashes that he might be able to.
Kinlaw has actually made some he's had bat downs, he's had picks, he's had some impact. He's
really good at that actually. He realizes I'm not getting to the quarterback. Let me make a play on the ball. He does that very well. He did that in college too.
He's had some impact plays, so that's why I would put him.
He's super fluid, like running. Like running sideline to sideline when he has the ball. He's a very good athlete. I still think he should be an offensive lineman. Moving on.
Yeah,
Imagine him pulling, dude. Imagine him pulling. Are you kidding? He would be so good. He would be a hell of a right tackle. I think he could be so much more gifted than Mike McGlinchey at right tackle. Oh my God. Javon. Who is his agent? Moving to right tackle. Oh my God. Him and Trent Williams. Woo!
A lot of money at the tackle position.
That's what I'm saying, man. You really want to be a 2-down run stuffing nose tackle or a right tackle, man? Come on.
That's a lot of kids don't understand is offensive linemen and especially the tackle position. There's a lot of money there.
Go play right tackle, Javon. That's what I'm saying. Man, I have his best interest at heart. As I've been trying to say. I've been trying to advocate for Javon. Sorry, he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Adventures of the Alchemy, thank you.
Yeah. He's a guy he's gonna be interesting to take a look at in camp, this coming camp because supposedly, he's worked on his body.
Yep.
He's a guy that's gonna be interested.
I like that. Was it Jason Poe? The whole idea of taking college defensive linemen who aren't going to really make it in the league, but turning them to offensive linemen is great because the athleticism disparity between O linemen and D linemen in the NFL is crazy. Get some of those athletes on the O line and teach them, especially if they got no future in the D line. I think it's really smart. See if it works. I don't know.
I agree.
Sean says Trey will be what RG3 should have been. Kyle was the OC in Washington in 2012. Trey's a much better supporting cast in 2022. 2022, Trey will be the rookie RG3 of 2012 on steroids minus injuries. Yeah, man, I just hope the Niners can keep him upright. That's my only question about the Niners offense. It's not Trey. It's the left guard, the center, the right guard, and the right tackle.
Yeah. I think to be his first, I think I just got some breaking news.
Tell me.
So it looks like Jimmy Garoppolo is still on the 49ers.
Oh, my goodness.